Welcome, student. Welcome to our channel Rise and Shine. We have started this new video series on object oriented programming, especially for SE Information Technology and SE Computer Engineering student. In many universities, this subject is at second year level. So, guys, again, I'm welcome you to this video series on object-oriented programming. This is very first session in this video series with title Introduction. So we are learning here the object-oriented programming concepts along with C++ and Java. So let us start. So in this very first session, first we are going to see what is programming language. In your first year, you already learned one programming language, but still here we are going to see what do you mean by a programming language or what is a programming language. Then we will discuss in detail the evolution of programming languages, how these programming languages evolved since inception of computer. And this session concludes with the list of programming techniques followed by all these programming languages evolved since the Babbage computer. So what is programming language? So all of you know computer in any form is an electronic device which takes some input, process it, and gives some output. So computer is a machine or an electronics device. So to deal with such a device which understands just zeros and ones, we need some common language between machine and human being so that human being can interact with these electronic devices. And such a common language is called as programming language or programming languages. So what is a definition of programming language, or scientifically we can say what do you mean by programming language? A programming language is a notation designed to connect human instructions to machine or a computer. Such an instruction or command are mainly used to control the performance of machine or to express the algorithms. Algorithms means it is a sequence of tasks to be completed by the computer. So to express that sequence of tasks, to express the algorithm, such a instruction or such a programming languages are used, and such a programming languages are understood by machine or computer as well as these are understood by human being also. So programming language is a nothing but these is a notations which is specially designed to connect, to establish the connection between human being and a machine. So next we are going to see evolution of programming languages, that is how these programming language are evolved. So very first in 1822 the Charles Babbage, which is called as father of computer, invented one mechanical computer which is a huge machinery. Here in the picture you can see the Charles Babbage computer which is a mechanical. So when Charles Babbage invented a mechanical computer, with him a lady named Augusta Ada also developed a first computer language for Babbage computer. So this is very first language for a first computer. Then as we are moving ahead in a time, In between 1930 to 1915, so many languages, low-level languages are evolved. For example, in 1936, Alan Turing invented a Turing machine. This machine is used to decrypt the code in Second World War. So this is again the next step in computer programming languages. In late 1940, the mechanical computers were replaced by comparatively small electronic computers. And here there is a need of common language between machine and human being to interact with each other. Because electronic computer understand machine language, which consists of only zeros and ones. Thus, to overcome this issue, in 1947, assembly language was created. Assembly language was created. And such assembly language is called as a low-level language. Low-level language means which is understood by machine only. Or to write the program, to write the sequence of instructions using such assembly language, you need some special skills. You must know all the syntax, semantics, all the symbols in that language. So such assembly language has too many limitations. Then between 1950 to 1960, next era or next time, moving ahead in time, which is called as high language programming era. This period is called as high language programming era. So many programming languages has invented and come into the market. Some of these languages are such as AutoCAD, AutoCode in 1952, which come into the market. Then Plomatic in 1995 came into market. Information Processing Language or IPL, which came into market in 1956. All these are high-level programming languages. High level means the languages which is nearer to human language or natural languages, or the languages which is understood by human being, and then it is converted into machine understandable form. So such a languages are evolved in this high level era. During this period, but some of the languages become very famous, such as Fortran. Fortran is become very famous. Fortran is for its full form is Formula Translator System. So from formula for and translator trans, Fortran, which become very popular in this era. Then COBOL is also popular, that is Common Business Oriented Language, COBOL, COBOL. Then again the famous language in this era, 1950 to 96, Lisp. Lisp is also famous one. Moving ahead in a time, in 1960 to 1970, more specialized programming language came into market, such as a programming language in 1964. Then basic programming language came into market in 1964. Basic means beginners all purpose symbolic instruction code, BASIC, beginners all purpose symbolic instruction code. Then Simula, BCPL also came into market in 1967. Simula also, sometimes this Simula is called as Simula 67 because it came into market in 1967. BCPL means Basic Combined Programming Language. So these are the famous languages. But again, there are so many problems with all these languages. These languages are difficult to understand. There is a difficulty to writing the program in this language, or there is a difficulty in reading the program in this language. So one new language is evolved after 1967 that is called as Pascal. Pascal, which is a language used or aimed to build of compilers and teaching structured programming language. So such a Pascal language is used to teach the structured programming language. So using this Pascal, so many programmers learn the structured programming, which is very easy to learn language. Then moving ahead in time, 1970 to 1980, two languages are still famous, which is known by each and every programmer, such as one is C, is came into market or which is developed by Dennis Ritchie. Actually, Dennis Ritchie and Ken Thompson want to rewrite their one operating system called as Unix. There are so many options are available till date in front of them, but assembly language or whatever the language available in the market at that time are not capable or suitable to rewrite their Unix OS. So they decided to invent one new language to rewrite this Unix OS, and they developed this, rewrite this Unix OS, which is in assembly language, and they invented the Unix operating system, which is developed using C programming. Next language in this era or in this period came into market is structured query language, which is one of the database understandable language which is developed by the IBM system. Then again, moving into the time ahead, 1980 to 2000, so many languages came into market, such as the Objective-C by Brad Cox and C++ Strostrup in 1984. So these languages are called as object-oriented language, because whatever the real-time entities, so C language or whatever the languages till date, they are not capable to handle the real world problems or real world scenario. So two such languages which are capable to handle the real world situation, or which program according to real world problem or whatever the real world business. So such two languages came into market, C and C++, which are again the successor of the C language. So they came into market in 1984. Then one more language called as Perl programming language also came into market in 1987. So Perl means practical extracting and reporting language. Such a language also came into market in 1987. These all are the partial programming languages or partial object-oriented programming languages. Then Python, born in 1991, which is procedural as well as object-oriented programming language. You already learned this language in your first year. Then PHP to develop the web application in 1994. Then in 1995, the Sun Microsystem developed a fully object-oriented language called as Java, with new feature called as platform independence. That is, till date, programming language are very strict to underlying platform or underlying operating system. But Java developed a new style of programming or new programming with new feature called as platform independence. So during same time period, some script languages to develop web application also came into market, such as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So when JavaScript is its second name, previous name was the live script. Then Java has given the trademark to that scripting language and its name is changed to JavaScript. In 2000, the Microsoft also developed one fully object-oriented language called as C#, which is a replica of Java programming language. Again, previous to C#, Microsoft already have two more languages before 2000, which is called as Visual Basic, which is event-driven programming language, and to develop to web applications such as ASP or active server pages. Then Microsoft developed the .NET framework after 2000, and all of you know we got the new programming languages such as VB.NET, ASP.NET, and C#.NET. So moving ahead in time again, from 2000 to 2020, industry changing, industry change or industry changing day by day due to the effect of internet technologies, and tremendous data is created day by day or day to day. So to handle such business needs, the industry needs some new languages. So according to this business need, the Scala is developing 2003. Then Google, which is develop one more language called as Golang in 2009, or Go language in 2009, with simplified C++ feature. Also in same time period, 2009-10 or up to 2010, new framework are also evolved or came into market to develop the sophisticated front end web applications, and progress is still going on. Then in 2011, the JetBrains, which is a big name in developing the editors, has developed the Kotlin programming language to develop the mobile applications on Android platform or on Android operating system. So to develop the application or program for mobile application or handheld devices, some languages are evolved in this era 2000 to 2020. Then Google again developed one more language called as Dart to replace the JavaScript in 2013. Then in 2014, sorry, here not a Google, but the Apple. This is Swift is not by Google. By mistake, there is a Google. Swift is not developed by Google. Swift is developed by the Apple corporation. They switched from their basic language, that is Objective-C. Objective-C is an invention by Apple. So they shifted from their base language Objective-C to Swift to create iOS and macOS application. Here there is a typo mistake. Swift is by Apple. And currently many more programming language and frameworks are there in market to develop the software. So this is all about the programming languages, and all these programming language follow some programming style. That is, each and every language has some strength. That is, you are going to see the example, that is Python, which is developed in 1991, but it became popular after 2000. And Java came after Python, still it became popular. So each and every language, though its era is over, but again, each and every language is having some strength due to whatever the technique they are following, or they are used for some specific purposes. So all these languages follow some programming technique or programming paradigm. So there are four types of programming technique or paradigm, such as procedural oriented programming technique, that is some of the languages such as C or C++ or some Pascal, they are following this procedure oriented programming technique. Some programming language follows the modular programming technique. Some programming language such as C++ and Java also follow the generic programming technique or the object oriented programming technique such as Java, which is a special type of programming technique. So these are the types of paradigm or techniques used by all these programming language. And in these upcoming sessions, we are going to see all these paradigms. That is, what are the advantages, disadvantages, and comparison between all these paradigms. So student, hope this session is informative for you. So kindly like, share our videos, kindly press the bell icon in front of our channel name so that you get notifications for our new videos. Also, it is my request, kindly subscribe to our channel Rise and Shine from KG to PG and from Stotras to Syntax. Till time, keep watching, keep learning.